Hello everyone. Today we will talk about the training program I'm gonna create and tools and environments required for this training. So basically I'm gonna create a set of videos of the creation and work with .NET backend and Angular frontend project. Based on my production experiences as a professional developer. To participate in this training, we need some we have to prepare and install some necessary environments and tools. Because I'm not gonna show everything from the scratch, you have to have something already installed on your system to be able to participate in this training. Let's talk about the project itself. So as I said, .NET backend, the backend is gonna be handled by .NET based on MVC architecture. So at the beginning we will have 3 projects based under the for the microservice that we are gonna work with, which one of them will be web API, and then we'll have library for service and library for model. So classic MVC structure. The DB will be handled, the database gonna be handled with that data first methodology. We'll talk about this when I will create a video for this. What is it and how we're gonna handle it. The main library to handle DB connection is going to be Entity Framework, but I'm gonna also show some raw SQL connections as well, because there are situations that Entity Framework is not enough, basically. Then later on I'm gonna focus on testing, on tests as well. So what I will handle it by MS Test and mock for services testing purpose. And as I said, then we'll move to the Angular, to the front end based on Angular, and then the plan is to apply tests based on jest library. But that's in the future. That's something that will happen maybe in next year or maybe in a couple of months' time, because there's a lot I have to do before I will even touch the front end. From my perspective, I will do all of this based on Jira, and Jira is going to be hooked with Bitbucket. I've been working with few projects, and most of them, I mean on the production, on my professional experiences, most companies are working with Jira right now, and the simplest way to handle projects is to, keep repositories on Bitbucket, hook it with Jira, create sprints, and just handle the project. So this is what I'm gonna do in this training as well. Like it will be more like a simulation how it looks on the production, because I'll be the only person that it's within the projects. But anyway, I'll still be able to perform pull requests, to create branches and this stuff. If you want to participate in this training, you have to have something. You have to have some tools already installed and prepared. As I said, I'm not gonna show how to do this. You can check it on the Google how to perform this operation. So anyway, I'm expecting you to have, that's optional. If you don't want, you can just watch how I'm gonna handle the project by the Jira sprints. But if you want as well do something similar on your own, then yes, you have to have the Jira account connected with Bitbucket. What I mean by this, I mean that you will be able to create a project and to create a repository, And if Jira is properly connected with Bitbucket, then when you will create a repository, you can pick a previously created project. I'll show it what I mean when I'll record the lesson about start of the sprint. That's optional, as I said. However, there are some mandatory technologies that I'm expecting you to install, which is Visual Studio. If you are well familiar with, if you are more experienced, you can handle all by Visual Studio Code. It's up to you. But I'm gonna show backend on the Visual Studio. I've just typed versions 18.22, but I think even older versions will still work. So, well, I'm talking about older versions because as far as I know, version 13, I think it gives an access to the ReSharper, and I know that some people are utilizing, so it's up to you. But anyway, if you want to follow directly what I'm going to show on the screen, is going to be version 2022. Then .NET Frameworks, just for information, if someone is new in the subject, you can have more than one .NET Framework on your computer, but I'm going to work on version 8. That's what I'm gonna show. I think in most cases will work with version 6 as well and with version 9, so any version between from this range should do work. Then you have to have any SQL server, live SQL server. By live I mean it's running, or because when you start your Windows or whatever machine you're gonna perform this training on. So SQL Server, I'm gonna show the DB operations based on the SQL Server Management Studio. So honestly, to make it easier for you, I suggest to install SQL Server Management Studio with SQL Server. If you're more familiar, yes, you can do this on the Postgres, on any other SQL-based environments. But if you're new, then spend some time on Google and check how to install SQL Server with SQL Server Management Studio to the point that you will be able to add a new database. Because as I said, I'm not gonna show it. It takes too much time, and yeah, we need this for database operations, and of course to connect with the backend with the database by connection string. I think that's it. The very first lesson will be the next lesson is going to be about Jira, how to create a new project, how to create a new repository, how to open the sprint, etc., etc. So that's it for today.